Let's see the intro screens here. Excelvice. Start, continue, about, sound yes, exit. About. Copyright by Mr. Bean in this. What does that mean? The copyright is. This game holds its own copyright. The existential implications about the fact that this game holds copyright over itself cannot be understated. But this game, which owns itself and is its own person, is also copyright by Play2Me, trademark, and copyright by Tiger Aspect Productions Limited, not Tiger Electronics. And copyright Play2Me is a trademark of eBrain Software. So the copyright is owned by Play2Me, which is itself not a brand, but a trademark. Or maybe, wait, if copyright Play2Me is the trademark, then maybe it doesn't actually imply anything about copyrights. And the copyright, so this game owns its own copyright. Play2Me would also like to have their name there, but copyright Play2Me is a trademark. And by the way, this was developed by the copyright of Excelvice Entertainment. I can't imagine screwing up a copyright declaration worse than that. Something bear. I need my bear, I guess. It really wants me to go that way. Can I, go any faster? Can I... Oh, I have a menu. Okay. I said sound yes. Bit says Mr. Bean, I mean underscore, or under the lowercase m-r Bean. Yep. Play2Me.com is an interesting website, suspect that in chat. What is it now? No, I don't want to know. 3D Sokoban? Could it be? Could it be isometric Sokoban? Wait, there was sound. Are such things possible? Isometric Sokoban? So, can I push this whole thing? No, I can't push this cinder block. You know what? I'm gonna follow the arrow it wanted me to follow. I'll bet this is where the tutorial lives. Why? Okay, the arrow just means there's an exit that way. I understand. I want to see. I want some isometric Sokoban. I wouldn't mind that at all. Okay. What is this game? Is the answer to the genre that this game is just yes? We took every genre. Is that a snapping turtle? Is it going to snap if I walk past it? No. What is it then? I've achieved nothing. So, do I need to... If I push it this way, it surely won't leave and go into the other zone. Right, okay. Yep, it's Sokoban. This is pretty normal for a zoo. This is the kind of thing they usually have in zoos, I think. Why is there a... Don't try to answer why there's a pallet here. I don't know. Thanks for the bananas, I guess? He has it! The bear! The bear! Mr. Bean is the zoo animal, and we're all watching, says Bit in chat. I mean, that would follow. That makes sense. Oh, the fact that it's red means I need a key. Okay. Arrow. So they show arrows for the paths that are isometrically sort of they would be in the way. I understand. No falling animation. Oh, no, there is. There is there. Interesting. Huh. So I want to go this way. It's less Sokoban and more that... I don't know who originated that. For some reason, I associate it with Pokemans. But it's that sliding on ice puzzle that is so popular. I really botched that instantly, and I don't know how to deal with that fact, because I can't get back out of here. Suddenly, always became lively, says Bit, and says Van Whitman, sorry, in chat. Well, yeah, it's Sokoban. I mean, So what do I... hi. What is that? Wait, do I have a jump? What was that? What is that? Holy shit. Holy shit, that's my jump. Oh my god. The jump is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That is incredible. That's amazing. Whoop. Okay, dang it. I forgot. I'm sorry. This is one of those emulators where if you press escape, it just escates. It is out. So let me just restart the emulator because I accidentally exited the game when I meant to go to the menu. Unfortunately, I doubt if it saved... Hey, it saved it. Look at that. And I managed to restart right as I wanted to. Okay, so how do I use that to get the key? Whoops. I don't know if I've ever seen a jump animation that made me happier than this one. Esket is the boss key, says Spectrat in chat. Exactly. So I think I'm supposed to push this way. Yeah, now I got it. I was just doing it like exactly backwards. And then this way. And then this way. Because I'll be able to jump from it if it's here, maybe. Whoops. Physics. So now I have the yellow key. It's already much better than I thought it was going to be, says Bit in chat. You know, to be honest, I 100% agree with that assertion. So now I need it to get onto here. I don't know whether I could just reset. I imagine that would get rid of my key. So I want to make sure I actually leave with the key. But this ought to do it. Ooh, she just sort of elevates. Jumping against a wall is particularly the best. So I think this needed the blue key. Yes, so there are different and distinct keys. Noted. Pardon me, sir. Pardon me. Huh. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's why... Okay, that's why this is here. I understand. I understand. God, he walks so slow. Huh. Both of the soft buttons are the menu. Nope. So I was thinking, like, does it have a controls setting? Nope, nope. It is what it is. So is this the yellow key? Yes, it is. Do it? I have... For some reason, it took a... What? Why did you say game over? Game over, man. Game over. Why did he say game over? Why? Why did Mr. Bean say game over? Why did Mr. Bean say game over? What was the significance of him saying that? What did that mean? Huh. That's too fast, I think. Maybe if I jumped? Bad ending, you didn't get the bears, says Nettie in chat. What an awesome death animation. What animals are these? Asks Bit in chat. Well, that's a raven, and that's... I'm gonna try this way. We're gonna see whether I find success this way. I think that jump was makeable, question mark? Saved. What do you mean? It's too bad they don't show him falling back from the sky like the show. What an excellent point, Spec Lad. I really want to understand all of the things that he says. What is the point of lives, lol, says Bit in chat. What an excellent point, yeah. Oh, I see, because it saves, okay. It's not obvious where it saves. It's when he said game over that it saved. But it's frequent enough that it doesn't matter. Huh. What am I supposed to be doing here? Maybe the answer is I'm not supposed to be doing this yet, and I actually can do the other one. I did it! Look at my incredible game timing! twitchy game timing. What Yarweasel is expert at. I really feel compelled to jump onto that. I did it. Well, that was pointless. Okay. I can't jump that. That's too hard. God, the jump. Oh my god, the jump. The jumping animation is truly special. So I think the idea is I'm trying to move this one like over here. I'm trying to form a bridge somehow. I just haven't quite figured out how yet. Let me just try something. I can always reset the room. Right. That's not quite going to work, is it? But now... No, I can't push that up. That's what I keep forgetting. There is something that I am missing. There's some, not mechanic, but just some combination here that I haven't figured out yet. I assume it's instant death to walk in here. Yep. Everybody knows Mr. Bean can't swim. Saved game. Oh, great. I'm going to have to do this timing again. No! It's a good thing I walk at exactly the same speed as they do. I think, maybe. But the box over there, so you can put the box over there, I'm helping, says Bit in Chat. Oh, thank you. I wonder what happens if I push a box into the water. I didn't think about that. Is that an option? What would that do? And by a box, I mean a pallet. Oh. 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 Maybe you're supposed to go to the left in the beginning and pick up the gun, says Nettie in chat. You mean the bobby stick or whatever it's whatever it's called. I guess I'm not too surprised that you can do that. I'm not sure if that helps me with this particular puzzle. So I need to get a pallet here. That's the point. And specifically, I almost certainly need to get that pallet there. Just trying to figure out how to line things up to actually achieve that. I am mentally processing here. It's three-dimensional Sokobon. So, like, clearly I need to push this onto there. So I need that there. When I have these two stacked, I don't think I can push them separately, but I could push them both that way. But then I need a block here, which makes me think I need to push this block back, like over here, but then it'll be Sokobon. So what block can I possibly get to be that block? Or maybe I get both blocks here, and then somehow else I get it pushed? Maybe... once again, I'm just going to try something. Just going to try something and see what happens. I might love this game. Mr. Bean has an idle animation. He made an O face, says Bit in Chat. Yeah, I noticed that, and I just decided not to comment on it for reasons. Okay, this is what I was thinking. Like, now, if I put this here, then I can push this here, and then I can go like this, and get it here. Okay, I was right. This works. What is the precedent for this game? I refuse to believe that this weird mobile game company was the first to make 3D Sokobon, but holy shit, it's awesome. Okay. I don't even know what that button does. I guess I can find out. Ah. You don't say. I keep calling it 3D. It's more like isometric, but, I mean, it stacks. It's 3D. It's at least 2.5D. Okay, wait. If I had... You know, I hadn't tested that. I just assumed that restarted the level, but I had no evidence. That was a lot of confidence I just put in the game. Okie dokie. Going to the zoo in Britain seems very cumbersome, says Nettie in chat. I'm sure that somehow Mr. Bean brought this problem upon himself. I don't know how, but I'm confident it's his own fault. Is this not the entrance? Well, that's some annoying timing. Well, that's some very annoying timing. This game doesn't look like it had a good reason to exist, says Whomstuff in chat. Yes, but also it's an awesome game. So who cares? No, my head. Oh, okay. Okay, so as long as I don't jump while you're overhead, I'm fine. And I assume I need to jump over you. Do-do-do. This is the sound of picking up a key. Do-do-do. This, might be one of my favorite games I've played in quite some time. Why are you walking back, ass bit? Oh, I see. I could have just walked off of there. Lol. Well, you know. Oh, yeah. What I was trying to say is, nobody remembers the, nobody knew about the, animated Mr. Bean. But this is from that era. So this is in the, well, to the degree that it makes sense, this is in the style of the animated Mr. Bean. Okay, I now have a red key. This is the entrance. I remember. Now we know. And I remember where the red key goes. God, I'm desperate to know who made this idea. I want to know who, like, this is so awesome. What a fun puzzle game. And I'm desperate to know who made Sokoban isometric 3D. Because it definitely wasn't this, like, this mobile Java phone game company. Oh, that was the blue key. Oh. I thought that was the red key. Oh, dear. It was copyright Play to Me, says McLeod in chat. Maybe it was copyright Play to Me that made the idea, but they were just the trademark. I don't quite remember the copyright. No, oh, it didn't hit me. I don't quite remember the copyright nonsense that went on there. I've just made an error. I think an unrecoverable error. And this game owns its own copyright, so it wasn't developed by itself, but the developer was kind enough to give it free will. Where was the red key? I don't remember the red key at all. I mean, I'm holding the red key, but I don't remember a red key doer. Is it that? Is it that? It can't be that. That would be too easy. There must be a way to get to that, otherwise... What's the point of this area? I made a mistake. This feels like such a bad move. All of my Sokoban instincts are like, don't do that. Huh. So this was the red key door. Please use the... Why? He's so reticent to actually use the red key. Game over. That is clearly the wrong message. That's supposed to say saved game. Well, there's the blue key. I don't think there's anything I can do from here. I think I'm supposed to handle that room from the other side. You don't say. Some very precision timing there. When you hard-coded message numbers, as McLeod in chat. I don't... What, I cannot guess what language this game was first programmed in. I want to say English because, like, Mr. Bean is English, but... I thought that was a makeable jump. I guess not. So I'm going to have to stack tortoiseshells. You heard. Oh, no, that's going to go... Can I stack tortoiseshells? I think it was Java, says McLeod. Oh, yeah, my tortoiseshell idea doesn't actually add up. That is too high of a jump. He can jump 2. And I wanted to like get it over here, but I don't think I can in a way that's going to actually work. Because you can't face those directions, and this is now Sokobond in. Okay, which key does this need? Let's just move on and hope I can figure that puzzle out. Oh, I need another red key. How interessante. Maybe this is Mr. Bean's day job, says Bit in chat. Oh. Can't you put the last shell next to it, Aspect Lad? If I had done this correct from the first place, the answer is yes. There we go. That's what I didn't. That's what I didn't see in the process here. What I need to do. No, I'm still not quite getting it because that's going to land in here. Play to Me was a Spanish company, says Nettie in chat. There you go. It was Español. Español de España, presumably. Dang it, there are 2 gaps here. This is still not quite adding up. Wait, yes it is. I got it. I understand. Wait, no it isn't. Yeah, no, it's still not quite adding up in my head. Because like this, now I'm still short one. Like, if I push this one, it'll be in the wrong place. And if I push it any other direction, it'll go somewhere useless. That much is right. I just needed the other one here. But I don't know how. Why not push a shell to the door and to the left? Because once it's here, there's nothing I can do with it. I can't get it on to here. And I can't get up from here. Yeah, and with this configuration, this one just wants to slip in there, which does me no good. If I could get a shell on a shell, yeah, I think I am going to just see what the next area has to offer. Many mice. This place has a real mice in moleholes problem. I think that's too big of a gap. I don't think I can jump that. I'm almost positive that's too big of a gap. I think I'm supposed to come through here the other direction. Maybe? Oh, I can but try. Yeah, that's definitely too big of a gap. He jumps exactly 2 blocks, so you can only jump over a 1-block gap. So this is obviously possible. I don't think they were going to put impossible puzzles in here. But I just can't quite... Like, if I could get all 3 aligned at this same horizontal here, then this would be done. Does it make sense to push this that way first? Like, why would this be different? It's strictly worse. It is very much worse. Do I need to get something here? Why would this block be here? I presumably need to get something here and then that way. But how would I do that? That is equally mysterious. This is not just Sokobond 3D, because it has the ice physics of the style of game that I still associate with Pokemans for some reason. Yeah, I would need to get something aligned there. Like, along this line to get something stuck there. Mr. Bean is O-facing at me. Chip's challenge, says Becklad in chat. No, it's not. The main challenge of Chip's challenge was time. Mr. Bean is his element hanging out in a circle of turtle shells, says Bit in chat. You know what? Aside from everything else, these are clearly not living turtles. Why does this zoo have so many dead, like, giant tortoises? Something is just not quite clicking to me. Well, you know what you do when something is not quite clicking in a video game? You switch to AI tubing so that people can draw shit while it's not clicking. Did you look in the walkthrough? Asks Specklad. Okay, let me just... This is definitely wrong. Wait! No, it's not! I understand! Oh, you don't need to get all 3 over there. The only reason I thought you needed to get all 3 over there was... Okay. I don't think this is right, because I now have one... Like, this one I still can't use. So I've made a mistake somewhere. But... this lets me get both of them over to there. So, oh, but that, dang it, now I can't line them up that way. No! The lines on my face forming a gerrymandered state are truly special. Yeah, something's still not quite adding up. I'm just gonna poke around a bit. I usually sort of try harder to know what I'm doing when I do these kinds of video games. See, like, that made certain sense in my head, but this one is now just, like, stuck. I don't think this is just goo. I think this is unjust goo. Unjust. You buy your game for this child, they come out of the room with a Nobel Prize, says Meglad in chat. Okay, I had to work backwards here. So I need to have two here. I need to have one here and one here. So how did this one get here? Somehow I'm back to the same problem that they all need to align. Could it be that they need to align this way? But that's not going to work either. The prompt currently appears to be Rowan Atkinson, bitch. I think, yeah, because Van Whitman got there first. This is Rowan Atkinson. You would need to change it to Bean for it to actually be Beans. Very much close but no cigar here. Well, that's obviously not right. Duh. Wrong. Duh. No, either way, one of them is off. You can go up the shells, Yahweasel, says Van Whitman in chat. Yeah, I know I can, and the problem is that they don't get me quite high enough. Because I need to get one here. That's my whole goal. Then I can jump up onto that. Push the middle one under the thing. I mean, I have done that many times. So the problem is, like, in this configuration, I can get one or the other of them back there, but not both. Or you need one on the side of the wall. You mean like here? No, this doesn't work, because that's a 3 jump, and I can't get a turtle shell itself up to here. What key does this need? Red, I remember. Like, if I could get this to stop there, then I'd be done. But I don't, because you can't change your direction mid-jump. Maybe that's worth mentioning. You can't control, like, once you start jumping, you are uncontrollable. This is not a platforming game. Is the implication here that you left the previous red key in the door, asked Nettie in chat? Well, yeah, just like all other video games, the keys are one-time use keys. All the best keys can only be used once. I wonder if this is part of the solution. But there's nowhere else I can jump onto, so I don't see how that helps. That looks so close. Frustrated Mr. Bean sounds. Now, is there somewhere I can move this one to? It helps or does anything, achieves anything. When I finally figure this out, it's going to be very much a case of, oh, of course. But I sure haven't reached that, oh, of course, stage yet. It has to have something to do with this block. Why would this block be here if it didn't have something to do with this block? There's definitely probably no way to get it up here. There is definitely probably no way to get it up here. if I could just get... Man, it's tricky. Because I want to, like, somehow get this one here and then into there, but then get one of these two there so they can go that way, but then still be able to get the other one there, but I just don't have enough things blocking it off to do that. Like, if I get either of these... So, you know, I can do that to get that into there. But now I can get one or the other of these to the right place, but not both. Man, I'm usually pretty good at puzzle games! This is the game in which I spend hours being outsmarted by Mr. Bean! Of all people. It's just going to go in here. It's just going to go in there. I don't want it to go in there. Man, that jump makes this game. Stop walking in place. Since when does he walk in place? I don't remember him walking in place. What did he... Wow, he was like mid-jump animation. I think I must have been like jumping when some other animation stopped or something and it forgot what he was doing. Soko Bean! Soko Bean! Soko Bean! It is Soko Bean. I am so glad. Thank you, Bit. This game is Soko Bean. I mean, I guess it's time for midstream break. During the midstream break, I will think about this and come to no conclusion. I will not figure anything out. Don't think I will. It's not going to happen. It's harder than no-hit Elden Ring. Mr. Bean! Mr. Bean returneth! Indeed, I put no thought into this during the midstream break. Just in case you thought I might have. Nope. Definitely didn't do that. Nothing makes any sense. Nothing makes any sense. I feel like I must be missing... There must be a way to... Like, when they're in this position, push this one anyway. Like, push it that way, even though it's already Sokobond against this one. That feels like the most likely thing that I'm missing. It wouldn't be very Sokobond, but nobody actually said this game is Sokobond, just me. I just demand it. Push harder, Bean! Push harder! For some reason, it took a long time to reset there. That was weird. Bit figured it out. Gimme octopus. Give me 1 more hour. There you go. Pretty reasonable. If only these were aligned. But they're not. That was always... Yeah, that's misaligned for that. What if I started with... this? Does that even begin to make any kind of sense? Not really. Hooray! Nothing is quite adding up how I want it to. Nothing makes any sense. I'm like desperate to put it in this configuration for some reason, but it makes no sense. It definitely can't be right. Goes there. Then I can like get both of them lined up that way, but that doesn't help me any. Is it possible that I've misunderstood the entire goal and that I'm not trying to get down here? I am somehow trying to get up there or some other direction? Maybe if you kick them hard enough, the turtles will wake up, says Bit in chat. Oh, brilliant. How many hours can I spend on one puzzle? Just going to try to visualize here. Boy, this is some exciting footage. Nothing adds up! This is a game presumably made for children! Well, the microphone is the head. Understood. Could possibly have anything to do with this edge. Does that make any sense? Like I would get something here and then... How could that possibly be easier? Doesn't make any sense. Like, I can easily get that way. Becoming quite obsessive with doing the same things over and over again in hopes of it changing. There's a non-zero chance this game has items or power-ups, says Nettie in chat. I think that I have explored everywhere I can get to from here. So, like, I'm pretty sure I need to do this puzzle. If I thought I could do some other puzzle, if I thought I could be doing some other puzzle right now, I would be. But I'm open to the idea of exploring the map a bit. Yeah, this doesn't help. Bit is confident he found it. I'm not confident, but so I'm confident that Bit thinks that he found it, and there's a I'd say 78% chance that he found it. But it would be very, very easy to miss something when you're not the one playing the game. We've gone left from the starting room, asked Nettie in chat. Nope. My assumption was that was like the entrance, and so that would be effectively leaving the game. 78.1% says Bit in chat. Well. Okay, wait. Even though I agree, at the very least, I agree with Bit that is solvable. Wait, isn't this where the monkey was? I guess not. Because I did pass through here before. Maybe the monkey has gone elsewhere. He's now back in that room. With the stuffed whatever, stuffed bear. And it wasn't a monkey, it was probably an ape. Senor Bean is pretty much the worst character you've found. And this is definitely nothing. There's no way that this is anything. Saved game. Teddy bear. I did forget the word teddy bear, Specklad. Yes, is the answer to that question. I did forget the word teddy bear. It is a complicated word. Have I gone this way? Yes, yeah, that's the way I did go. And this way I thought was, yeah, there's definitely no way to make progress this way. I'm supposed to come back this way, undoubtedly. Yeah, there's definitely no way to make progress from there. I think the red key door was effectively like a... Well, no, because there was one key that I never got down there, wasn't there? Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. Yeah, the blue key. I never got the blue key. I wonder... I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to make sure this does connect how I think it connects. Yeah, this is here. Yeah. Of course it saved there. Why wouldn't it save there? Are you sure you won't continue this game next time, Aspect Lad? I'm definitely putting it on the poll, but I am just going to put it on the poll. And there's still a non-zero chance that I'll actually beat this game. It's quite close to zero, but it's not actually zero. So long as I'm stuck down here due to my own stupids, let's check some interesting things. No, Teddy is not found! Teddy is not found! Teddy is not found! Didn't save here, you just respawned because you had more. Oh, yes! Oh, thank you, Specklad. Yeah, I forgot how that worked. Yeah. I need to actually end all of my lives for me to reload at the last save. And that still will take less time. Teddy not found! This was not written in English. Oh, not that way, this way. Oh, come on. Timing! And here we are, back to my own personal hell, just where I've always wanted to be. There just has to be some way to get two of them here. There has to be. It has to be around that. There has to be a way to get two of them here. Y'allweasel now sounds deflated. Well, these things happen. Bit says, no, that's not the trick. That's not what you're supposed to do. I don't mean two of them here at the same time. I mean one of them here and then another one of them here. Like, both have to go that path. Like, if I could now push this, then I'd be in the money, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I sure am a gray concrete block. I like gray concrete. I like gray concrete block for the same reason as I like screwdriver or nail or such. What am I missing? I really doubt if this AI model is trained in French. Oh, the frustration is setting in. It's entirely frustration with myself, though. It's not a case of, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the game, just my own brain. Does pushing it this way make any sense? Why would I push it that way? If I push this is definitely wrong. I'm still in a bad place, but like if I pushed it that way, I guess I could block something else off here? Is that useful? You need to make your brain hard yet porous like a turtle shell to solve this, says Nettie in chat. Oh. Does this make any sense? Is there some way that I can use that to get one of them up here while also using this to get the other one? No, because one turtle shell is stuck regardless. But I think there was something there anyway. Like, weirdly, I don't think this is necessarily a wrong move. I'm just not quite seeing how I can use that to get both turtle shells up. Because with that against the wall, I can get either one, but not both. If I pushed... Like, obviously, if this one was cornered, it's unrecoverable. No, but that doesn't make any sense, because then this is effectively cornered. So I need this, something like that. Can I use this wall somehow? No? Question mark? I think this wall makes the most sense. Because if I can get it against this, then I'm da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's clear! But the only way to get them all aligned so they'll hit the same thing would be to get them all on this line, which I don't think is possible. But it's not necessarily the case that you have to get them all aligned. Oh my god, I got it. That was complicated. Like, this is not just a case of the Y'allweasel Stupids. That is a fairly intricate puzzle. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's at least partially a case of the Y'allweasel Stupids. It's not a case of the Y'allweasel Stupids, but... Wow. Really just had to brush one pixel, huh? We are in full Chips challenge. Like, it is both timing and both timing and Sokobon land here. There we go. So what does this do? Okay, that creates that bridge. Boy, this is, it really can't decide what it wants to do with this cartoon porcupine, and I'm not sure how I feel. I'm gonna be slightly weird. I'm gonna push that. Oh, there's a space there. I wasn't expecting there to be a space there. I mean, I can't jump up from there. I think the idea is somehow to get the log somewhere useful. Like, I don't think this is it, but, like, if I could get the log here and the turtle shell next to it, then I could jump up. Like, I feel like this button might actually be mainly just for escaping. There's definitely, probably, no way to get this onto here. To do so, I would need the log somewhere that it's not going to be recoverable. So let me try. I'm very much at the just try things and see what happens phase. Try getting the log on there. Yeah, this is quite similar to where I was before, only worse. Yeah, this is death. Whoop. Oh. I did not know you could make a jump across and up one. That's fascinating. That means something. I don't know what it means, but it means something. That's up 2, I think. So I could jump across if I had the shell here. Because that's this to there is up 1, but I need to be able to get onto this. Reminds me of parkour civilization, says Speclad in chat. Huh? Let's see. The place where I want... So, okay, what I'm trying to do is getting the log there and the shell where the log currently is. I am not claiming that that's the only way or the right way. Only that it's what came to mind. I kind of think the button might really just be a convenient way back, and it doesn't have much to do with anything, but I could be very wrong there. Is it at all possible to get the shell onto the button? I think it might be. Can't Mr. Bean just wear the shell, as bitten chat? I mean... I can see no flaw in the logic. He should be able to. What am I... And now I just walk on the spikes, and then I can push the shell this way. Definitely thought that one through. Right. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. It's not a turkey, points out Speclad. Yep, you can't wear it, because it's not a turkey. Well, time to spend an hour on another puzzle. Yay! So the only directions I can push the shell in from here are either down or left. To my mind, left seems like a more useful direction, but I am far from convinced of that. The log, on the other hand, because it pushes one at a time, I can push into all sorts of places, but none of them useful. I really have very limited control with the shell. There's not a lot I can do. I'm so certain that isn't makeable. There's no way that's makeable. In fact, I already tried exactly that. I know that isn't makeable. Game is sometimes oversensitive. Saved game all the way back here. Hooray! Hooray! At least I know how to do this puzzle now, he lied, having forgotten how to do this puzzle now. This game autosaves, but it doesn't tell you when it's autosaving. Woo-hoo-hoo! That was unnecessarily close. And we're back. Oh, I can push the shell that way if the log is on the bottom. What does that gain me? Anything? Like, is there a reason to do that? Kick the log over, says Bitten Chat. If only. Yeah, that seems like a pretty Sokobond log there. I really want to, like, put this here and then get the shell against that, but I need the button.